We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Toronto Blue Jays. It's Blue Jays baseball, and it's on its way next. Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, hitters have had their way with this guy this year. This is a stat any pitcher doesn't want to have attached to him. The league hitting over 300. That's righties and lefties hitting over 300 against this guy. That's something he's going to drastically have to improve on.
Coming to the plate now, Colton Wong, one of the better hitters in the game this year, currently 7th in the National League batting race.
This guy can do just about everything when he's in the lineup. In the top 5 in the league in runs scored, and he's a big part of this offense. So there's more to this guy than just swinging the bat. He can get on base, too.
Line towards center field. McKinney is there, and he has it for the first out. So digging in now, Tommy Edman. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gives more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
He pulls this one into right. And gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think there's any justice in the game, watch those two at-bats. Both of them hit on the absolute screws. One's right at one guy, and then one's a single. Go figure.
And that brings up Paul Goldschmidt as he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. Now a long throw to third.
Hey, a little top-of-the-order lightning right here, Dan. Second and third guys in the batting order throw knocks out there, and now you're staring a monster in the face.
D-Row, this is just what you don't want to face as a pitcher, right? You get the 2 and 3 hole guys up, and all of a sudden now it's 4, 5, and 6 going to have to get through the meat of this tough batting order.
Here's Matt Carpenter, and it's the Cardinals that'll strike first here, and that base hit makes it a 1-0 ball game.
Boy, when teams are playing well like this one is on a nice little winning streak right here, they strike early in this one to keep the mojo working.
Yeah, Dan, from an offensive standpoint, everyone searches for confidence, and that's exactly what they have right now. Everyone contributing makes for a fun clubhouse.
Stepping in, Paul DeYoung. He's currently 4th in the National League RBI race with a chance to add to that total here.
Well, big-time power threats like him tend to rack up a lot of RBIs. He's also way up there on the home run leaderboard.
He's set, and the pitch. Hard hit ball to second. The second for 1. Relay to first in time, and just like that, the side is retired. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. The three of us return with more Wednesday Night Baseball after this. Michaelis, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
It's pretty easy to see why this guy is one of the top pitchers in all of baseball. He has a ridiculously good whip. How about under .5 on the season? Do you have any idea how hard that is to do that? He's nearly impossible to reach base on. He doesn't walk hardly anybody, and he's awfully tough to get a hit off of. One of the best pitchers in the game of baseball.
First pitch on its way. Rowdy Tellez is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And, fellas, we take a look at the Redbirds entering play here tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now. And this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
The 1-2. Bounce it to the left side, taken in by Carpenter. throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and he's safe at first.
Well, the last thing you want to do is give the home team an unearned base in the first inning. Now they've got a speedster on the bag with no outs and a good chance to score early in this game.
So it's a runner at first as a result of the throwing error. And that'll give way to the third baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Thomas has it for route number 1. Into the box now, number 13. First swings for him in this one, with a runner still at first and 1 gone. As a look, now the pitch. Breaking ball that's cut out and missed for the first strike. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Clyde Washington.
You know, D-Roll, he is a pitcher's best friend, Clyde Washington. Down in the strike zone, he'll definitely call that ball right at the knees.
If he's consistent with it, Dan, which Clyde always is, I'm okay with it.
And this foul tip is held onto by Molina. A fine play there by the veteran backstop to help record the punch-out.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussion. At this point in the season, it's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
Now the fastball is swung on and missed.
Some guys are great low ball hitters, but most guys, especially guys with pop like this, they're hunting for the ball belt high and above. So that was a nicely spotted fastball down in the zone.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1 error in the inning, but it doesn't hurt them. 1 inning in the books here. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. So stepping in, Yadier Molina, and he enters play today, currently 5th in the National League batting race.
This isn't this guy's first rodeo. He's been in the league for quite a while now. This wily veteran is having a great year.
The pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Waiting on it is Hernandez. 1 out.
Got it. The right field. Dexter Fowler.
Striding in, Dexter Fowler. He begins this one with the 4th best batting average in the National League.
There's a lot of ways to get on base. Base hit, a walk, hit by pitch. This guy's in the top 5 on base percentage. He does a little bit of all of those things.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over.
Standing in, Tyler O'Neill having a very nice year, currently 2nd in the NL batting chase. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Richard is there, and it's a 3-pitch inning. So striding in, Bo Bichette, as they'll have 5, 6, and 7 here to start the home half of the second. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike 1. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. To first. And this ball gets right past him. Boy, it looked like he was in position, but they'll have a leadoff base runner.
You don't see that too much in today's game. Most guys, it doesn't matter what the count is, they're looking to line him, drive the ball out of the ballpark. Not the case here. Good 2-strike adjustment, able to punch a ground ball through a hole for a single.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Breaking ball called just a bit low. Richard stands 6'2" as you see him in the right-handed box. He was selected in the 1st round back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on the superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
2-2 count, here it comes. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
From the belt, the pitch. Fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Bichette leads off first with 1 away. And another foul ball. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. 1 there. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. No runs on a hit, no errors, and no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Cardinals 1, the Jays nothing. Digging in, Lane Thomas. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
What a season this guy's having. He's right up there among the RBI leaders, and he's awfully dangerous with runners on base.
Here comes the first pitch. Line towards center field. McKinney is right there, 1 down. So with 1 down in the inning, we'll take a look at where these guys sit in the standings, and I think they can pretty much start to think about next year because they are well back in the division race. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And there's a base hit on the line.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. A hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Now I'm starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak.
At the plate, Tommy Edman. And that's in for a base hit, his second in as many trips to the plate. And he is in there.
Hey, sometimes you just got to tip your cap right there. You execute a nice pitch down in the zone, think you're going to get a ground ball or a swing and a miss, and you find yourself with a man on first. Got to regroup.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. It'll die on the warning track as the catch is made, and here comes the runner from third. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
So it's a runner at first with 2 gone, and that brings up Matt Carpenter. From the belt, the pitch. Now here's a shot out to right center field. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double. And time will be called here as the pitching coach heads out to the mound and hopefully try and settle this guy down a bit. So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. He's got a chance to add to this early lead as he'll bat with a couple of guys in scoring position. complete the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it. And they'll avoid the big inning as he makes the catch, so just the 1 run scores here in the frame. Cards forced to settle for 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Cardinals 2, the Jays nothing.
Welcome back as the Blue Jays look to get their bats going in the 3rd inning. And you can say they've been trying to do that pretty much all year. Entering the day, they rank near the bottom of the league in batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging. So it's clear this is a work in progress. One player told me before the game, it's a difficult thing to go through. We're all competitive guys, and we believe in ourselves, but we're obviously not getting the results we need. Now, one coach told me that despite the numbers being what they are, he's seeing a lot of development happening, so he's optimistic about what the future holds, especially for some of their younger players. Back to you, Matt.
All right, thanks, Heidi. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted the other way out to left center. Thomas is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you see, he's up near the top, currently tied for 2nd in that category in the National League. Coming to the plate now, Kevin Biggio. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1.
Expect the guy on the mound to keep attacking the zone. He wants a quick inning so he won't be nibbling.
There's a shin-high slider laid off for a ball. Biggio is 6'2" and bats left, but throws right-handed. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2016 first-year player draft.
Hey, this middle-round selection is still developing, but he's doing it at the big league level, and he has a lot of time to get his tool set ironed out.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
First offering on its way. Line toward the alley in left center. O'Neill is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down 2-0. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He's 0-for-1 thus far.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Hernandez is in pursuit. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning.
Now back, right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Digging in to try it again, Dexter Fowler. He's 0-for-1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. Here's the first pitch to him. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now back, the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill.
Ready for another chance? Tyler O'Neill, so far 0-for-1 with a flyout. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line drive to center field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Bottom of the inning now. Stepping in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
First pitch coming, here it is. Grounded to short. DeYoung's got it. And the throw to first is in time, one gun. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the two starters. Both guys pretty close, top speeds of 95 and 94. So the base is empty here with one away, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. First pitch of the at-bat. Sends that one out of play for strike one. No runs, just one hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss at the curveball, and there's your second out of the inning.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
Riding in once again, Teoscar Hernandez comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Man, this guy's in a good groove right now. 7 straight retired. He's locked in.
Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
Thought this middle of the order might give him a fight and put up a little bit of resistance, but that hasn't been the case. He's carving right through them here.
No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail things here 2-0. All set for the start of the inning. Into the box now, Lane Thomas. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, but as he walks to the plate right here, he feels good building off that last AB. He hit that ball from the screws.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this is going to find the seam as it scoots through on the carpet for extra bases. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double.
Boy, after that base knock right there, D-Roll, he extends his hitting streak to 7 games.
Yeah, and you can tell he's made some necessary adjustments at the plate. Anytime you're getting a knock every day of the week, you're doing things right. Keeping that front shoulder tucked, staying inside the ball, and not trying to do too much.
Pulled toward right center field. And this is run down out there in right center as the runner tags from second. And he'll make it up to third safely here with 1 away. Striding forward now is the DH, Tommy Edman. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. From the belt, the pitch. Line towards center field. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0. And the way their pitcher's going, D-Roll, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
So now to the plate, Paul Goldschmidt. As he'll pick on the first pitch and line one back up the middle, and that's a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners following the one-out single.
I mean, there's no secret right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants up at the plate right now. They're feeling frisky. They're all pulling the trigger early, and it's working.
Digging in now will be Matt Carpenter. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Racing back the center fielder. And off the batter's eye for a home run. An impressive shot to dead center field. So a 3-run blast to deep center here. So his remarkable season continues as they pile on. It's now 6-0. One more time. He gets a pitch to handle. You've heard that before. And you can add one more home run onto this already impressive number. So now the Jays manager will make his way out toward the mound, and he's going to motion for his bullpen here. That'll do it for the starter tonight. So he'll make his way to the dugout after working just 4 1/3, and he just didn't have his best stuff in this one. Sean Reed Fuller gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least beat a couple of innings for his guys. Paul DeYoung digs in next. Wow, and that ball's absolutely crushed down the line. Forget about it. That's going to stay fair and make it back-to-back home runs. It's a solo shot here for Paul DeYoung. Big number 67 on the year as this lead swells to 7-0.
There are certain guys in every lineup that you do not want to beat you. And this guy right now is swinging the bat so well, I'm not giving him a chance to do anything. He's too hot right now.
Yadi Molina digging in now. Now a pitch runs in on him here, and all he can do is flare one foul off to the right side. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Swing and a liner. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. On a good round number for him there, as that's now 250 hits on the season as he creeps ever closer to that single season record. Here's Dexter Fowler now. A dive, and he can't hang on.
Hey guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put Goodwood on.
In now, Tyler O'Neill. Line to the right side, but foul. No hits to this point. Ready with the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. McKinney's there for it. And he makes the catch for the second out. Digging in and looking for more, Lane Thomas. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
Has a look, now the pitch. Lifted in the air out to left field. Hernandez is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. All in all, 10 men come to the plate and 5 score. Last half of the 5th coming up. Cards lead it 7-0. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he mentioned they need to show a lot more patience with their at-bats moving forward. It's been a struggle for them to get anything going. And he said they just seem way too anxious right now. The numbers back that up, too. They've swung at the first pitch more than 70% of the time in this game. So their focus going forward is to be a little bit more relaxed and willing to let the at-bats come to them. Matt.
Good stuff, Heidi. Thanks. At the plate now is the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Swing and a miss, 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Weak grounder down the line at third, but this will line up a foul ball, strike 2. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Next to bat for Toronto, Rendell Gritchell. First time up, he went down looking.
Yeah, always frustrating to go down looking. Everybody does it, though. You'll have a few ABs where you get completely fooled. Look for him to be on the attack early in this at-bat.
And this is low, ball 1.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Count even now at 1-1. Now the pitch. There's a swing, and he sends the ball high in the air into left field. O'Neill is back to the warning track, and he's able to put it away for the second out. So still nothing against him on the scoreboard here in the 5th as we check out the league leaderboard for team ERA. And we find that this pitching staff currently leads the NL in that department. At the plate, Reese McGuire. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business.
Well, the left fielder's on it, and that retires the side. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Back now for the start of the 6th inning, and we send it down to Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Cardinals to discuss his thoughts on his lineup so far. And one thing he mentioned is how well they're doing at simply putting the ball in play. They've obviously got a double-digit total in the hits column, but perhaps just as impressive is that they've not struck out a single time today. That's about as rare as it gets in today's sport. So they have a lot to feel good about right now, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Top half of the 6th about to get started. Ready for another shot now. Colton Wong. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. But right there to glove it is the shortstop for the first out.
Now that designated hitter, Tommy Edman.
Coming forward now is the Cards' designated hitter, Tommy Edman. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. First delivery to him on the way. Pulls this one into the air out into right field. Right fielder giving chase. He makes the play. Really had to hustle to get to that one. 2 gone now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
So 2 gone now in the St. Louis half of the 6th. And that'll bring up the big bat of Paul Goldschmidt. First offering on its way. High and deep to center field. McKinney going back. On the warning track, he makes the catch. Down in order go the Cardinals. And they hold a 7-0 lead. That'll bring up Billy McKinney to start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted the other way out to left center. O'Neill waits on it. He's got it 1 away.
Up next to the Blue Jays, the second baseman, Kevin Biggio.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Biggio. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, you can tell by their approach that they're going to go up there and try to be aggressive off this guy, but he's taking full advantage of that. He's pounding the zone with strikes, and right now we're seeing a lot of swings and misses, and a lot of strikeouts, and no walks either.
Rowdy Tellez the next to bat. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like you did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
No balls and 1 strike. In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They need to get something cooking here. It's 7-0. Seventh inning ready to roll. So now it'll be a 4-hole hitter, Matt Carpenter, trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far.
I think he's forgotten about sometimes, Matt Carpenter. When we talk about the best hitters in our sport, I think he's one of the more underrated offensive players.
Richard is there, and he'll bring this one in.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
Digging in now, Paul DeYoung. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. First offering on its way. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Well, there's no denying he was all over that fastball. That's what we like to refer to as a little bit of an ambush. Oh, heater gets turned around.
Standing in now, Yadier Molina. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Waiting on it is Hernandez, and that's the second out of the inning.
the right fielder, Dexter Fowler.
Ready once again, Dexter Fowler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. Guerrero is there to make the catch, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. 7th inning stretch time here at the ballpark. St. Louis is out in front, 7-0. At the plate, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Curveball. Swing and a miss, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. So double digits now, 10 strikeouts for him thus far. So he's still got his shutout working here in the 7th, and with that in mind, we check out the league leaders in shutouts. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. So 1 away now in the Toronto 7th, and that brings up the exciting Lourdes Gurriel Jr. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Oh. 1 ball, okay.
Now the 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Teoscar Hernandez. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. Here it comes. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
Boy, he's been great in this one, and he's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
And he chased it in the dirt. Molina has it. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Blue Jays go down in order. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Into the box, Tyler O'Neill. 4th trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
First pitch of the at-bat. Line to the right side. But this is right at him in right field as he hardly has to move to take it in for the first out.
Now batting.
Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. In now, Lane Thomas. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Now here it comes. Liner in there for a base hit.
The batter, the second baseman, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. And he'll quickly send a line drive to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Jordan Romano comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Go there. Romano.
To the plate now, Tommy Edman. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And they can't run it down. Thomas on second, Wong at first, one gone. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. McKinney giving chase. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Up next for the Cardinals, the first baseman, Goldschmidt.
Standing in, Paul Goldschmidt. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him to try and get on something and drive it out of the yard this AB.
That's in there. Base hit. And the run is in to score from second. It's 8-0.
Yeah, man, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
Into the box, Matt Carpenter. Now he goes the other way, and he got a lot of it high and deep to left center field. Boy, and call off the dogs already as this is down for extra bases. And it's not in time. He's safe as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, he's been shouldering the workload at the plate all night long. 2 RBIs here give him 6 in total for today's game.
At the plate now, Paul DeYoung, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And that is through into left field, a base hit. And they're going to hold that runner at third base, as even with 2 away, they didn't like their chances there.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
So now to the plate, Yadier Molina hit high in the air down the right field line. And that's going to fall for a base hit. Notch 1 in the score column as the runner from third crosses the plate.
I'll tell you, they're posting video game numbers here. I mean, that's their 11th run of the game, and they're showing no signs of slowing down. Just an absolute onslaught from this offense.
Thomas Pannone enters now in mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 25.
At the plate, Dexter Fowler. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. In there, a base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate.
Well, that run won't be charged against him, but he's still disappointed. His job is to shut the door down when they call on him, and he just couldn't get it done there.
O'Neill.
Stepping in now, Tyler O'Neill. He sends it on the ground softly to the left. On to first, and it's in time as they're finally able to retire him. So this already sizable lead gets even larger as 5 more runs cross the plate. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 12-0. Next will be the designated hitter, Bo Bichette. He'll see what he can do leading off the home 8th.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Down the left field line and deep. But this will land untouched. Got him. As he just continues to mow down these hitters. 13 strikeouts now. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you see there, he's sitting in second place in the National League in that department. Now at the plate, Rendell Gritchick. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch coming, here it is. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. 1 out, nobody on. Drilled on the ground to short. DeYoung fields it cleanly, and there's out number 2. And now we're going to have a delay as some nitwit has jumped over the railing and is running around in right field. And of course, we will not show this to you, but suffice to say that local security has got him surrounded, and he can look forward to spending the rest of this evening in the cooler. Striding into the box, Reese McGuire. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Swung on and missed. 1-1.
This offense has just been flailing at the plate all game long, so it's no wonder why they've only been able to pick up 1 hit so far. I'm not seeing much of a game plan from these hitters.
That's lifted the other way out to left. O'Neill waits on it, and that's the 3rd out. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. Just about given up for dead. It's 12-0. Now at the plate, Lane Thomas. 2 hits in 4 attempts to this point.
35. Lane Thomas.
First pitch on its way. The windup and the 0-1. Liner towards second, and this will make its way into center field for a base hit, and the leadoff man's aboard now to open the 9th.
I gotta be honest, I'm shocked he went back to this pitch again. First one, he was on it and fouled off. Second one, he did not miss.
Here's Colton Wong now. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Richard has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Tommy Edman.
Digging in the switch hitter, Tommy Edman. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here's the first pitch to him. Thomas, base runner at first with one out. Heading out towards shallow right. Under this one is Grichuk, and there are two away now.
Now batting, the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
Stepping into the box, Paul Goldschmidt. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Grichuk is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. One left for the Cardinals, but they lead it by a count of 12-0. At the plate, Billy McKinney starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Ready to deliver, here's the first pitch. Pitch is popped up. DeYoung is there. One out.
Every pitcher loves to get quick outs, right? How about that? One pitch, one out, a pop-up to start the inning.
So coming to the plate, Kevin Biggio. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Hey, the guy on the mound is absolutely pounding his zone, and that's why he's been able to stay and pitch deep into this game.
And this one's downstairs. It's a ball and a strike. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. This is line to left, and that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Number 9 batter comes through that time, as it'll now be up to the top of the order with 1 away.
Now batting, number 44.
In now, Rowdy Tellez. As the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike 1. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. On the ground to the left side. And there's a base hit as that gets through into left.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
Stepping in for the Jays, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Looking to punch him out again, the pitch. struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
So striding forward now, number 13. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Fouled off. Biggio at second. Tellez on at first with 2 down. Again, another foul ball. Final strike for the Blue Jays. Another one sent foul. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Fouled away. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Count remains at 0-2. 1 strike from a shutout. Here it comes. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and we knew he was in a groove in the first inning, and he just kept this thing rolling and rolling and rolling. They couldn't get anything going against him. A dominant performance with a complete game shutout.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. The St. Louis Cardinals win their 118th decision of the year, best in the division. Miles Michaelis wins his 23rd of the year with 15 strikeouts. Tanner Roark struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan